students, and welcome to week 2 in your online lifespan growth and development class. Thank you for last week, our first week, and introducing yourself and filling out that questionnaire. I really appreciate you taking the time to let me know a little bit more about who you are, because it really helps me direct the course and better serve you as your professor. So I really appreciate that time, and I really did enjoy learning a little bit more about each of you. This week, we are moving into chapter 2, which takes us from conception to birth. So this is typically a crowd favorite with lots of interesting information and hopefully some new information for you that will, possibly even be helpful for you one day. So let's take a look at this week. You have the slides for chapter 2. You have your first journal, and I'll come back and talk about these 2 assignments in just a minute. You'll have a total of 4 journals throughout the semester, so this is the first one. You will have a discussion question this week over prenatal development and the birthing process. And then your chapter 2 quiz. I'm also asking you to complete this Austin-Dare survey. This section, and just so you know, this section is part of the Austin-Dare program. Any student can be in the Austin-Dare program, so don't worry, if you're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here. You are, but this is just a pre-survey to help us understand that group of students who are taking these designated Austin-Dare classes. So if you would do me a favor, it only takes a few minutes. If you would complete that survey. If you happen to be in another Austin-Dare section and you've already taken the pre-survey this semester, you don't need to do it again, okay? So that's in there also. I have a video for you on child interaction for this week also. So let's talk about your journal assignment. And the directions that I give you for this journal will be for all 4 of the journals as you get to them throughout the semester. So journal number 1 is going to have, they're never just really one question, several different questions. And what I'm looking for is about a page double space typed in standard font. Your journal can be as long as you want it to be, but just in my experience, to fully answer these questions, that's about how long it needs to be, okay? So journaling is proven to be very beneficial for mental health aspects, for processing information, for synthesizing, and for solidifying your memory. So the journal questions that I have you answer are hopefully helping you to think about the information that we're learning for the week, or in this case, really, this is kind of looking, at your overall lifespan thus far. So make sure that you don't just go in there and try to write a page on who is your personal hero and why. I'm talking a page for all of these questions that are part of journal number 1. Again, it can be as long as you want it to, but at a minimum, about a page typed double space font. You don't need any references. You don't need any specific format or anything like this. Journaling is about free writing. Journaling is about being more focused and concentrated on your thoughts than necessarily getting, it right into any type of specific grading rubric or what have you. Okay, so that is your journal assignment. I'm going to go back to the module now, and let's take a look at your other writing assignment for this week, which is over prenatal development and birthing processes. So in chapter 2, you're going to talk a lot about, genetic foundations of development, biological processes, nature versus nurture, and then causes and disturbances in developmental. So what I want you to do is read, and I've given you the page numbers here, a cause or disturbance that can occur during conception or through prenatal development or the birthing process that you'd like to learn a little bit more about. So, hopefully as you're reading through your chapter, it sparks some interest, a particular topic on something that can cause a disturbance in prenatal development or the birthing process. And I want you to deep dive on that. So go into the SAC library, go into your resources, your references, your articles, something outside of your textbook, and read more about that cause or disturbance and tell us more about it. I say complete the research analysis worksheet, which is right here. I really don't need to see that worksheet. This is just to help you kind of get your thoughts together and get you what you want to write about. So that is more of a resource to help you formulate your response. But really what you're going to do is write about what you found in your research as you went deeper into learning about that cause or disturbance. Okay, and so that's what you're doing for the first part. For the second part, what I need you to do is to make sure that you respond to at least 2 of your classmates' posts. Okay, so for full credit, if you write just this top part here, you're only going to get partial credit, because to earn full credit on discussion questions, you need to interact with your classmates and respond to at least 2 classmates. Read what they wrote and then respond to them in about 2 paragraphs. Okay, I hope that helps. So let's go back and kind of review what you have for this week. We're covering chapter 2. So you will write your journal number 1. You'll write your discussion question we just went over, work on that Ascender survey, and then take your chapter 2 quiz, okay, which is in Connect. But you should be familiar because last week you did some assignments in Connect already, okay? Please reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever. We're off to such a great start. Keep up the great work. And I think you will really enjoy reading about and learning about conception to birth this week. Take care, everybody.